No, I don't want to see that. Like, I want to see two people having sex just like like a normal thing. Like,
We're starting again. Okay.
oh, I gotta get my burps out.
Yeah, you got them.
They're out.
You wanna do a wiggle? Make sure there's no more.
There's no more.
Okay.
I drank too much Propel though. I feel sloshing in my belly.
Did you even bring any Propel back, or did you just drink it all?
It's in this cup.
Oh, okay.
I have the little packets.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
I don't buy the liquids.
Yeah.
I buy the packets.
Because they're like half the price, aren't they?
This is the tallest. Oh, it's way cheaper.
Way cheaper. Okay.
It's $3 for a pack of 12 packets.
That's what one bottle would cost.
One bottle is like $1.50.
Okay.
So
that's a good deal.
I also have some of the best water. So my tap water is just like as good as it would be in the bottle. It tastes exactly the same.
Yeah, I have a filter, so my water's pretty good too. Makes my tea really delicious.
Yeah. Good water is a blessing.
Yeah.
It's something that I will never take for granted.
Our building is old, and if I don't filter the water, there's like a mustiness to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, no, I totally get that.
Yeah. Okay.
There's this bacteria that can grow in some pipes that makes your water smell like corn too.
Oh.
I've been in some buildings with that where if you
feel
the wafting of corn, and there's no corn in the building.
Yeah.
It's probably coming from your water.
Okay.
And it's not harmful to you.
Oh.
But it's just corn smell.
Corn smell. That's okay. My fiance, 22 male, cheated on me, 23 female, and is sad all the time. This is one of my favorite genres of cheatings, by the way, is the one who cheated acting like they're the one that's wounded the most. Yeah.
It really hurts my feelings that they're upset that I cheated on them.
Yes. I recently caught my fiance in an online affair with a transgender woman. As soon as I taught him and as soon as I caught him and brought it up, he immediately separated himself from me and went to work. From there, he texted me, breaking up with me, all the while texting the side piece that I was annoying and that he had broken up with me. He kept telling me that this person was just a friend and I had nothing to worry about. But boy, was he wrong. The other person told me everything that went on, and now I'm not sure where I stand with him. He called off work and we drove to somewhere he grew up to just look at nature and relax. I've been unable to relax. I just keep thinking about everything. He says he loves me and that I'm his, but always reluctantly responds yes when I tell him he is mine. Always reluctantly responses yes when I tell him he is mine. I think I understand. I might be stupid, and I feel extremely pathetic. However, I don't want to give up on my relationship. I don't want to take the blame of him cheating on me, which I have in the past, and I don't want to lead the conversation into the direction of, you need to feel remorseful, and you need to not do this again, since I need him to come to that conclusion himself. He works with a very wise grandmother who keeps telling him her faulty marriages were all on her because she picked the man that was... I sit too far away from this thing.
It also sounds like they've got pretty bad grammar.
Yeah.
Also, clarification, did he break up with this person in the text message? Okay.
I can't tell.
Or did he just text his side piece that he broke up with them?
Yeah.
But he's lying.
We might have to revisit some for clarity. Okay. Very wise grandma picked the man, leading him on a little bit. Let's just read that whole paragraph. He works with a very wise grandmother who keeps telling him her faulty marriages were all on her because she picked the man she was with, and this is leading to him literally doing whatever he wants and thinking he has no consequences. He chose to block me on 2 social media platforms he was cheating on me with instead of coming clean. He never once admitted that he cheated on me, nor do I think he knows that he's feeling guilty for it. I don't know what to do. I love him and want to make him happy, but I know I can't let it go too long without me giving the choice of doing whatever he wants and being in a relationship. Those are both in quotes. It makes,
Right.
yeah. I cannot take another heartbreak. This is the second time in under half a year that I have actively caught him cheating, and it's the same thing each time. He has this obsession with sex and ass, going as far as to tell the affair to eat a bunch of cake and fatten themselves up and do squats. He's trying to mold the perfect plaything for himself, I think. If you are just going to comment that I need to move on, so be it.
Yeah, you cannot be with someone who doesn't want to be with you.
Yeah.
Like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Like, that man does not care about you.
Yeah.
He doesn't, like, I mean, he might care about you, but, like, he's gonna keep cheating on you.
Yes.
He doesn't care about that. You can't get him to stop cheating on you.
I was very
He's choosing
worried
to
that
do
this was
that.
going to move into transphobic territory, and I'm glad that it didn't.
I was worried about that too.
Yeah.
I feel like it was like an unnecessary comment.
Well, it's a detail that feels relevant to a lot of people, but the fact that it didn't come up again means that they cared the right amount to me.
Right.
Yeah. If somebody has cheated on you twice in the last 6 months that you know of and has never apologized for that and blames you for picking him because this is the way he is, like this is some Scorpion and Fox bullshit, leave.
Yeah, he's not gonna change.
Scorpion and Turtle, if you prefer.
He doesn't feel bad, and you can't make him feel bad about it.
Yeah.
And like, even if he's like sad in other ways, like it's probably not even about you.
Yeah, I didn't even get any he is sad all the time from this.
Well, it sounds like there's like something eating him up. What's more likely is that like these people have, like, some people just like don't have good coping mechanisms, so they just use people to fill the void in themselves. And that's probably just what's happening.
I think she might just be inventing that so that she can have a reason to stay.
Right. She's like, he's displaying no signs of feeling upset, but she's like, oh yeah, deep in his heart,
Yeah,
he feels bad about cheating.
Because he's a good person.
Which he probably doesn't.
Yeah.
He's either like not a good person, or he just doesn't care about cheating and doesn't get to.
Yeah, he, like so many men, is staying with her because she does things for him at home. And he doesn't want to have to do those things himself, so he's using her as an anchor until he finds something that he thinks is better.
Yeah, he doesn't care about you.
Yeah.
Like, that's the problem with relationships with men as a woman, because you're expected to do so many things for him.
Yeah.
And they're probably just things you were doing on your own, like cooking and cleaning and blah, 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 blah. Like, all that emotional labor stuff that you feel good about doing. It makes you... But, like, they exploit that. Like, they don't see you as a person. They're like, oh, yeah, I don't actually like her, or I fucking hate her, and she's so annoying. But, you know, she cleans the house and cooks me dinner, so I'm just gonna... Like, is it really that bad?
Yeah.
Because it's not that bad for him.
No.
Like, he gets to fuck other people and has you at home. Like,
Yep.
he doesn't like you. Like, that's the harsh reality of it, is he doesn't like you, and you need to leave for yourself.
Yeah.
Because you don't deserve to be treated that way.
Don't listen to another person's words. Listen to their actions. I don't care if he says...
It doesn't even sound like he's trying to... He doesn't even sound like he's trying to, like, be remorseful about it. He's just like, oh, I love you so much. And I'm sure in some way he does love you, but he's never going to stop cheating on you.
I'm not even sure that in some way he does.
I don't have any idea.
Yeah.
I mean, if he knew how much it hurt you and he does it anyway, he definitely doesn't care about you. He might not have the capacity. Like, he might not feel that kind of empathy even, but... I don't know.
Yeah. Cut and dry. Leave him.
Stop.
This is a bad relationship. He's going to cheat again.
Yeah, he's going to just keep cheating on you.
Yeah.
And it's not your fault. You didn't do anything.
Yes,
Like,
I think that's self-evident, but yeah.
Even if this woman is like, oh, yeah, it's all my fault because I picked these bad men. Like, you need to just stop picking him. Just stop picking him and go pick someone else. Like, leave him. Leave him. Go pick someone else. You got this. Like, there's plenty of fish in the sea, and a lot of them are fucking terrible, awful people.
Yeah.
But they're probably you'll
Yeah.
find someone who
A,
isn't
a lot of
terrible
them
and
are
awful.
sharks and man o' war and anemones.
Yeah.
Sea cucumbers. They just look like one long butthole.
They are one long butthole.
Oh,
Technically, we're
yeah.
all
I
one
guess
long
they are.
butthole.
Well, but they're more just butthole. Like, we've got a lot of extra going on.
True.
They're just butthole. So, yeah.
That's my advice to most people who
Yeah,
get cheated on. It's like they don't want to be in a relationship with you.
When I regularly did advice on my live streams, every answer, every single time, the answer boiled down to communicate with your partner.
Yeah, just talk
Like,
to them.
I think literally maybe twice out of a couple hundred times, the answer was something else.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. You want to dig up another one?
Do you have any more?
I've got
I
tabs
guess
open
you've
all
got-
over the place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you've got, but I don't like the ones you have.
Right. Yeah, they're a little
Let's
bit heavy
go.
at the moment. We might go back to them, but...
Oh, I need to go to the subreddit. Okay.
I think most relationship advice is going to be the exact same answer.
Most of it is. Most of it is you have to unlearn the abuse and leave this person.
Yeah.
And you can't date someone who doesn't want to be with you.
You know?
Like, you can't make someone do what you want. Like, even if what you want is like, oh, I don't want them to cheat on me, or I don't want them to do this, and this, is like, you can't convince them to stop doing that unless they are doing it unconsciously, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if this is something that they're choosing to do over and over again, they're not going to change, and you can't be with that person.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Watching porn is not cheating, but it can potentially be dysfunctional if it takes away from time or care with your partner. I'm not even going to read this whole thing. That's everything that needs to be said about the porn discourse around relationships.
Yeah. Also, like, porn isn't cheating, and neither is masturbating. I think
Correct,
trying
yeah.
to control what someone else does with their body is fucked up.
Yeah.
Like it's fucked up. Like, I don't know what else to say about that. Like, masturbating is different than sex, and you're allowed to make yourself feel good with your body. Like, there's plenty of reasons to do it. And if they don't want to have sex with you, you need to, like, talk about that.
Yeah.
Because like, masturbation is often, like, very, like, self-soothing. It's cathartic. Like, you get that, like, dopamine rush. It just feels good. You should be allowed to make yourself feel good.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same thing as, like, relaxing in a hot bath, you know? Oh, it feels so good on your muscles, and it's like you're soaking it. Like, it's the same thing as masturbation. Like, get that puritanical shit out of your brain.
Yep.
Like, and it's also better if they're paying for porn. Because a lot of what's on Pornhub is, like, rape, trafficking, graphic, just horrible fucking content that will warp their brain and will make them see women as objects. Because what they're watching is, like, terrifying. Like, I can't watch a lot of porn because it just, like, skeeves me out.
I try
it's
to
like-
stick to the stuff because I don't have the money to pay for super
Now-
ethical porn. I try to
Yeah.
stay with the stuff that is very obviously promotional material to get you to go pay.
Now it's a lot easier to, like, find stuff that's not, like, yucky. But, like, back before, like, OnlyFans was, like, super booming, there wasn't a lot of amateur stuff on the tube site. So it was all just this, like, ripped stuff. And, like, if you, like, hear about the porn industry, it's super exploitative, and those girls aren't always having a good time. And, like, even, like, the way that porn shoots are done, like, it's just grueling, and it's like no one's really having fun. They just have to look like it. And these hour-long shoots, like, no, I don't want to see that. Like, I want to see two people having sex, just like a normal thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want. Yeah, it just yucks. It's yuck. You can find some gems, but you got to sift through the shit, and I can't do that.
What was her name? The woman that was on Parks and Rec, Talib, what was her last name? She was the supporting actress. The one that dated Andy originally.
I don't know names of actors.
Rashida Tlaib? Tlaib. Tlaib. No, that's not her. I am confused about who this is. This is a United States representative.
Her name's Rashida Jones.
Jones. Okay, thank you. I was like,
you had the Rashida right.
Yeah. Okay.
As soon as you said Rashida, I was like Rashida
right.
Jones. But
Rashida
I had to
Jones,
look that up because I wasn't sure if that was the character name or
here
if
it
that
is.
was her name.
She has some issues because she herself was not a sex worker and she didn't approach the subject super great. But a good entry level on this is her 2015 documentary Hot Girls Wanted. It's about girls being recruited into the lowest levels of creation of pornography, and it's exactly what Krim went through in her trafficking situation. It can be done ethically, but the way that it usually happens is there's a guy who essentially acts as a pimp and collects as many girls as he can, and then puts them through work because he has the couple of connections that they need to get started, and it can get very coercive and gross and weird. It can be done healthy and consensual with exactly that structure. Like, it's not unreasonable to pay a manager 10 or 20%. But if he's taking all of your money and it has to go to rent, it's like, and
no man's like to have a contract that says 10 to 20% and then they take 100%.
Yeah,
is like that's illegal. That is
but
illegal.
This documentary primarily focuses on the fact that most girls who go to try to start this career, they'll do 2 or 3 shoots, and for most of them, that's it. They can't find anything else because there are so many different places that are happy to take the brand new girl because she's worth nothing right now. You can pay $100 and that's the whole shoot. But most of them, to be able to continue to be in the industry, have to keep moving the goalpost on what they're comfortable with, because the more extreme work you'll do, the more you can get paid. And it's about how it's like trying to break into Hollywood these days. It's not going to happen unless you've got a family member there, or you get incredibly lucky, and it's mostly about compromising your own safety and morals to be able to get going. You can do it on your own now without having to go to some house with a man leading it.
Yeah. Well, it's just, I love to see that shift too. That now that it's just more, you just do it yourself. You do it yourself. You can make it. Like, this man won't do anything for you.
It's a lot of work, though.
You'll find, well, it's a lot of work, but it's less work than being trafficked.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, it's not like a silver arrow to make money either. But it's perfectly safe and normal to try on your own if you think that's a thing you want to do.
And it's safer to try it on your own than to try it with a man. Yeah. I promise you that, sweetheart.
Even
but
a
the funny
boyfriend.
thing is you'll find more, especially if it's your boyfriend. Especially if your boyfriend wants you to do porn to make money. No. He wants to profit off of you. And he's going to push you to do things that you don't want to do. I've talked to too many women who've been in that situation. And that can be trafficking too. Even if it's just you and your boyfriend can traffic you. In so many ways. Talked to plenty of women who've been through that. But you'll also find more women who have been exploited and out of the industry than who have had like good experiences. Because like what I went through could have easily been completely normal, healthy, totally reasonable thing to do. If everything was like, if consent was followed and I was paid and like everything was like good. But like those people who are in those good situations, they stay there and they're working with just a couple other people and you're not pulling in new people all the time. It's the constant churn that spits people out, the constant churn of abuse. Because you can only take so much before you break and you bounce. And the worse the abuse is, the less time someone will spend in it.
Yeah.
So it's like you'll for every like one person who has a good experience getting into it, you'll find 100 who have been exploited by some fucking freak.
Yeah, even A-list talent. Like, one of my, like, I respect stories about this is Sasha Grey. Huge name 10 years ago. I don't know how popular and known she is now. But
I think she's still very known.
I think so, yeah. But she walked off a shoot one day because one of her stated boundaries was crossed. Like, it was a pre-negotiated, I don't want this to happen. It happened on set, and she immediately walked off set. And she got blacklisted for it. She never worked in the industry again. And the ridiculous thing about her career is, before that, she was doing a lot of pretty extreme BDSM stuff that was very objectifying, and a lot of people who are anti-porn and talk about the abuses of the system like to point to that as her being abused in the system. But those are the shoots and scenes that she directed herself. That was her being in charge of what seemed to be her objectification. Personal favorite video, like a doggy play kind of a situation. Her with the little, she was very cute. But yeah, somebody crossed a line, she walked off, and now she occasionally gets a few like real acting jobs, and is mostly, I think, a Twitch streamer now.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Is she really a Twitch streamer?
Yeah, she's been streaming on Twitch for a while. I modded for her for a short while when she first got started. Because she and what's her name? She's older 90s kinda. Like Pacific Islander, I wanna say, maybe Hawaiian. I don't remember, but she's a doctor. And yeah, they're two of my favorites because they had things that they were doing in other avenues and have perfectly viable careers otherwise. They just liked doing this. And
that's how it should be.
Yeah.
It should always be people who enjoy sex, who want to be sexual in front of people for money. Like, if you don't have a passion for it, don't do it. Like, if you do it just for the money, you're gonna leave really upset.
Bothers me that I don't remember her name. There, Asia Carrera. Yeah, that's who it was. Any other thoughts on doing porn?
No.
Okay.
Don't do it unless you like it. And do it on your own.
Yeah.
Ugh. No one will help you. Don't trust women either. Because it's a good chance you're not talking to a woman.
Yeah, unless you know them in person.
Even if they're physically there, like.
Well, like, if you're like besties
really
or something, that's generally pretty safe. No? Okay.
No, it's not.
Okay, you're the one that knows.
You can't trust anybody. Yeah. Unless you're, like, you need to get started on your own. Don't let anyone do anything or have any say in what you do. Like, you can start collaborating with people once you get a little bit more established. Because no one's going to work with someone new for a lot of reasons. Even if they're your little bestie. Besties can push you to do things that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
And also exploit you. And also get you in trouble with other people, you know? So, because that's something that he would push. He was like, oh, we should, like, if you get involved and then you get your friends involved and it's just this whole thing, and it's like, no. That's fucked up. Because he just wants to exploit more people, and you're more likely to do something that your bestie's doing.
Yeah.
And so these men exploit that because you feel safe with your best friend. And if your best friend believes it or is friends with this person, then it's like, you just let your guard down. You can't let your guard down. If there's a man in the equation, you can't let your guard down. Even if it's just all women. Women don't have your best intentions at heart. Like, I mean, Hopefully they do, but when there's money on the table and your body on the line, don't trust anybody. Anyway, Marbles. He's mad at his own reflection. He's digging at the mirror. He's got a job to do.
Okay.
He's doing it. They're fighting and licking each other's buttholes.
That's
I wish I was joking about that.
describes what I'd like in my life right now.
Marbles, please don't. Oh, is Marbles gonna? Okay. I was